welcome back. Glad to have you here. So this is a continuation of a previous video in which I am demonstrating the difference between an Innie fold and an Outie fold using the same pattern, so it makes it easier to compare. So if you watched that previous video, you might remember that this is essentially where we left off. I had done the first letter of each line, the V, the D, and the E in the Best Dad Ever pattern using the inset fold, meaning the letters, the image, is sunk into the page, right? So this time we're going to be doing the next letter in each line using the embossed or the Outie method, meaning the background is going to sink into the page and the letters, the image, is going to pop out, is going to be extended. So I've got a little bit of a spacer here where I just basically did half folds on a few of these pages to give some separation. That's not actually part of the pattern, so if you did choose to purchase this pattern, you wouldn't see that there. You would just go from one letter to the next. All right, so let's go ahead and get this set up. Get my book down here, get it weighted. All right, pattern, my book. All right, get my contrast cardstock. All right, so you might remember from the last video that to do the inset fold, we were folding the even tabs in, so 2, 4, 6, 8, so on, because those even tabs represent the image. So you can probably predict that to do the Outie or the embossed fold, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to be folding the odd tabs in. All right, so pencil, metric ruler, line up my 0 line, and our first two measurements are going to be at 14.2 and 14.3. So just a tiny little tab there. Go ahead and cut. All right, so we have 3 tabs on this page. A big one, a teeny tiny little one here, and then another fairly large tab. So remember that the top and bottom tabs represent the background, the white space around the image. And the only tab that represents the actual image, the black lettering, is this little tab right here. So odd tabs fold in for the Outie or embossed. So that would be tab 1 and tab 3. And again, because this is a demo, not being super precise or persnickety about how deep I'm folding my tabs in. If you want a cleaner look, that's definitely something that you consider when you're doing this seriously, for real. All right, so that was the first page. All right. So again, like before, I'll do 2, 3, maybe 4 pages, depending on how many measurements are on each of these pages. And then we'll speed it up and I'll show you the final result with doing this Outie or embossed method. All right, so here we've got 14.2 and 14.8. Not a lot of measurements at the start of these next letters so far anyway. Okay, so again, odd tabs in for the Outie or embossed method. And there's that. Okay, so again, there's a piece of our letter sticking out with the background sunk in. Next one, 14 to 15 to remember, you use your text to keep your lines parallel. That just keeps your image looking nice and clean, your tabs nice and clean so that they don't angle in or out. So when you're looking at the image head on, you get really nice clean lines. All right, let's do one more. This one, next page, has a few more cuts on it, and then I will speed it up, work through the rest of these initial letters, or these second letters in each line, and compare the difference. All right, so we got 13, 13, 3, 14, 2, 15, 7. This might be a good time to note that you do need to use metric rulers because your measurements are given in centimeters and millimeters. So when I'm saying like 14.2, that's 14 centimeters and 2 millimeters, or 14.2 centimeters. All right, so first tab, third tab, fifth tab. So again, all the odd tabs with the second and fourth tabs left sticking out. All right, so you got the idea. So here's our first few pages so far, okay? And you can see that the background, the image, the part around the image is folded in, and the pieces, the tabs that make up the image are sticking out. So that image, those letters are going to start popping out of the page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and speed it up, work through these letters, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, so I have finished the next set of letters. And again, with the second set, I used the Outie or the embossed method. We were folding in the odd tabs, so 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. And this allowed the image to pop out of the page instead. So this cardstock is just to act as a divider between the two different methods. So you can see that is the letter, right? That's the image, and it is sticking out up away from the background. This would be the white border around the image that we're trying to create. So two different methods, the Innie or inset, where the image sinks into the page, and then the Outie or the embossed, where the image sticks out. All right, so same pattern. The only thing that changed was the tabs that we folded. Even tabs for the inset, odd tabs for the embossed, and you can actually use these both in the same pattern if you decide that there's some elements that you want to sink in and other elements that you want to pop out. We would call that more of like a multi-level fold, because now you've got different depths that you're folding. And that's kind of one of the beautiful things about this craft is once you learn the basics, when you look at an image of a pattern that you're going to do, you have all of these different tools and techniques that you can employ in order to make the design exactly what you want it to be. So, which do you like better? The inset? The embossed? And do you think that you'll do a pattern and give one of these a try? All right, well, if you have any comments or questions, please drop them below and I will get back to them as best I can. And keep an eye out for upcoming tutorials. Thanks for spending some time with me, and happy folding.